Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Grubby. Today, we are reacting to Melonie Mac Boom's video, Gamers Are Bigots According to Study. She's not defending that study, she's just saying. So we're going to hop into this, give our reaction. Are you guys ready? Here we go with another video. Let's do this, ladies and gentlemen.
The media is after gamers again. How many times have we heard that gamers are going to be violent? Gaming makes people violent. Now, they're basically saying gamers are bigots. They're after us one way or another. Let's just go ahead and dive into this video because there's a lot to cover here. So I saw this on my timeline on Twitter. New York Post, people who identify as gamers are more than likely to be racist and sexist.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. And if that's legit, if that comes from New York Post, they clearly don't know nothing about the gaming community. The people in the gaming community are some of the most nicest people. Once you get past the competitive side, because people are extremely competitive, and at that point, it's just trash talk. And you have two options in that case. Get good or get off.
While toxicity and radicalization have long been associated with gaming culture, the study right here, gosh, I ain't got time for that, released last week by Take This, a nonprofit mental health organization working with the gaming industry and community. Okay, like, that doesn't surprise me. Nobody hates gaming more than people in the gaming industry and journalists. So, of course, they'd be working together on this. All right, showed just how easily gamer identity can take over a person's life and where that can lead.
What exactly does that even mean?
When the gamer identity is core to who you are as a person, that seems to reflect what we call toxic gamer culture. Tends to reflect more exclusion than inclusion. Why is it always, it's always from people that are just like, oh, you're so exclusionary, so much gatekeeping, so much this and that, and they act like they want to be included, and then once they get like the Anita Sarkeesian type effect, then all of a sudden they just want to attack us and tell us that we're all terrible people and bigots and this, that, and the other. And then why aren't you including me?
One thing that bugs me about like people that make these posts and people that, oh, according to this study, being identified as a gamer is linked to extreme behaviors. Well, maybe you want to actually get nice in the games that you're playing. Like a lot of people fail to understand. Everybody wants to sit here and be included in something, right? Now you're talking about the gaming space. And if you have the audacity to talk about competitive games, oh, I want to be included in this competitive gaming space, but I don't want anyone to question my level of skill. I don't want anyone to say anything bad about me, as a person, as a result of whether I, beat them in a game or lost in a game. I don't want anyone to say anything bad. That's a part of video games. Like what you have to ask yourself, what are you playing? Where is this study coming from? And what video games are they paying attention to? Because by the looks of it, it sounds like they're more laser focused on competitive games. And people talk about each other naturally in competitive games. Even people that you friended and you play with on a regular. Dude, you're trash. I think you should just get off and play something else. It's a part of the gaming space. You cannot be included or want to be included in the gaming community and not be able to take criticism for your skill or lack thereof. It's just unnatural.
Dude, those of us who actually been gamers for a while know, we've been gamers long enough to know that it was like the far-right extremists who said that games would make us violent and stuff.
Which is absolutely not true. Like video games, and I've said this before, video games don't tell you, oh, I'm going to go play this, I'm going to go play Uncharted. And that's gonna make me wanna go up in a helicopter, get a little bungee cord, and hang from the helicopter upside down. Like, video games don't teach people anything other than how to play the game. That's what the tutorials are for. Video games have been more inclusive than they ever have been. Have you played Apex Legends? Have you seen the backstories of these characters? Like, do your research and do it well.
These gamers now, or these people hating on gamers now, they wouldn't survive 2 seconds in a COD lobby back in the day. Like,
they wouldn't survive 2 seconds in a Call of Duty lobby today. And for you to have a sample size of only 300 American video gamers, like, people don't play games on an international scale. First of all, your study sample is too small.
and the thing is it's not just gaming, it's any sort of competitive type thing where people are smack talk. That's part of it. It's a competitive space. It's a competitive environment. And smack talk isn't really effective unless you're able to get under the person's skin. Well, how do you get under the person's skin? You look for those personal type attacks. And so if I'm hopping on a game, playing online against some peeps, the only thing that they can really know about me is my voice. And so they know through my voice that I'm a woman. So they're going to go for the low-hanging fruit insults, like, get back in the kitchen, make me a sandwich.
With the people, all of these journalists and the person that made the study, they are so laser focused on the fact that they think that just because you're supposed to be included into everything, that they want to be included into these spaces, but all of the good things about the spaces, and exclude themselves from like the somewhat negative aspects. And I wouldn't really say that smack talking in a video game is negative. It's just natural, and it is what it is. Not everyone that you meet in real life is going to be nice to you. Not everyone is going to find you attractive. Not everyone is going to give you compliments. So I think that when you play video games, especially when you talk about competitive, you have to understand that everybody wants to win. And if like these people that keep bringing out all of this news, New York Post, you're laser focused on competitive spaces, and that's where this data is coming from. And once again, confirmation bias. Your study is trash, aka basura, aka lacks reliability.
Cowart says that issues begin to rise when the gamer starts to merge their normal identity and their gamer one, a process called identity fusion.
Is that not what people do today? Like, at the end of the day, a gamer is a regular person. Like, oh, I'm a gamer. That's not really. Is that really an identity? Via New York Post, they're clearly ignorant, and you can tell that they did not look into streamers. You can go to Twitch right now and find loads, hundreds, maybe even thousands of streamers that when you tune into their channel, you go to their About Me section and it says, you know what? I'm going to make a warm, inviting community in this space. If you want to fall more so into the casual aspect, then you're fine. Of course, you're still going to run into people that say, oh, you're not max level yet? I don't really want to play with you then. Like, what are you going to say? That person is discriminating against you because you're level 5 and he's level 100? Are you going to say that? Or are you going to get on the game, grind, and make it to that level, so next time you ask that person to play, the answer is a probable yes? And if you're going to the competitive space, you have to understand and accept any and all like heat that comes from that, because once you get into the competitive gaming space, it can get a little crazy, and crazy in a sense that it's just natural, because once again, everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win in these competitive games.
They don't like our club, but they don't like that we like our club. They don't want no one to have fun in this. To the outsiders, it does seem more toxic and all that, but we're just really passionate about our community. We're passionate about our games and the culture of gaming, and part of gaming culture is smack talk. And not for a lot of people, it's an endearing thing too. It's not, people just read into everything too much. They're offended by too much. And when people find out that something's going to get under your skin and offend you, they're going to keep doing it. So get over it, dude. It ain't that deep. Come on. Someone tells you to get in the kitchen, make a sandwich. Stop making a big deal out of it. It's a freaking joke. I swear, we need to get back to letting people joke. But yeah, anyway, there you have it for today's video. Keep being toxic, gamers. Keep it up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your host Grubby. This has been another reaction video with yours truly. Please show Melonie Mac Boom some love. If you like this video, please drop a like. Remember, keep those drinky drinks off the desk and no snacky snacks on the left. Take care, my people. Take care.